from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Hey, we got a good one here. Seahawks, Pats. I'm now on the point, just sipping to the end of the season so I can get to the playoffs. Picked a few good weeks, but this is one of the games I gotta stop at. Seahawks, Patriots, Super Bowl 49 rematch. Excited to see how this goes. Let's do this.
And the New England Patriots taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field. Now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On first down, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry to the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
70.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Matt Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball, so maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. He's at the 30. 10. And away and touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are an extra point away from top.
Who should I would do receiver be? Aguilar's good. We've already done Bourne a few times. Let's give some Myers some time.
The ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. With another return, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's
still
out.
thinks he has the ball.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And he still thought he had the ball.
On the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots on one play have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their play where it's a quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. You have a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. The 20. 10. And finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They'll try to run with Carson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here.
1-yard line.
As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers with a second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. There's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. But if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, that's caught by Myers. Try, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Fuller. And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 53 ticks to go. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick. Now Myers for the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson to throw. This is caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now Wilson.
We got it, wow.
It's caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking too quick.
There he goes left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
Do
board.
me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
To win it, this is a 54-yarder. Benny the Bendy next season watching in the crowd. To win it, it's up.
And this is good.
It's good.
He got just enough to clear
Patriots win.
as he drops it in from long distance. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
All
and it
that.
wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that
Thank you
type of
guys
game.
for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.